Well, good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery here. It is a beautiful Friday morning, March 17th, 2023, and we get together with our distribution partners most weekday mornings. We didn't yesterday due to travel, but most weekday mornings we get together. We talk strategies, tips, techniques, share success stories. Essentially, what we're trying to do is listen to what our affiliates and white label partners are talking about, asking, inquiring what their concerns are, and then proactively trying to address that through our daily Zooms. Certainly, one of the most common questions that we have received recently is about lead generation, and we talk about that frequently. On our YouTube channel, you'll find a number of training videos with different approaches. Today, we wanted to share with you one of the most effective campaigns that we've seen some of you use with outstanding response. So we're going to go through and describe what it is and what to post and why it works. And of course, to answer questions or concerns you may have. So it should be shared on the screen. Our topic today is using the free credit repair campaign. Now, straight off from the topic, what you and I know is that we don't do credit repair. We have the credit and funding program that does improve individuals' credit as well as improving their other credibility factors, the 3 C's. And it does, in fact, promise them at least $100,000 capital raise. So that's eventually where we're getting to. But what we're looking for are some terms, a pitch, if you will, that will get the prospect's attention and get them over to your landing page. So I don't want you to think that we're offering something new or different. We're still trying to get them to your landing page for the credit and funding program. Clear there? So the question is this relevant to you? Well, if you're looking to attract more clients and make more money, then this probably is relevant to you. And I think that's true regardless if you're a white label partner or an affiliate. White label partners choose their own pricing, so it's rather difficult for us to say, well, what would this economically mean to you as a white label partner, because you pick your own prices. But as an affiliate, we know that you're going to earn around $3,000 for each client that you simply refer in to the free landing page that we provide you. So white label partners make a multiple of that, but even at $3,000, it's meaningful. So we're going to discuss a great way to create a massive influx. Those of you that have used this strategy have reported an average of 10 new leads per day. So not bad. But to create a massive influx of new clients, so you can average 1 new client a day. And this is really where we would like to see our affiliates be if you could enroll 1 new client a day. So nothing crazy, not instant wealth, not becoming a millionaire overnight. But if we could just have 1 new client a day, and that's the outcome, that becomes easy as long as we have the outreach, which we'll talk about the outreach plan. But if you could average just 1 new client a day, you're making around $3,000 per client that signs up off your website. So then that gets us to a pretty decent month for a side gig, right? This isn't all inclusive. This doesn't mean that you're not out working your job or whatever other income streams you have, but there's a lot of people in our society that don't make $3,000 a day, and you very reasonably can. So the campaign is based around free credit repair, as we mentioned on the topic above. So let's cover some facts. There's certainly a lot of people out there with imperfect credit. Well, and what do I mean by imperfect credit? I think so often we want to oversimplify credit. It's like, well, what's a good score? Well, of course, the higher the score, the better. If we're 680 or above, we're considered prime. If we're below 680, we're normally considered subprime. But there's more than just the score. There's also the profile. And so obviously, and we'll talk about in a moment, things that we can do is help remove negative, add positive, pay down high revolving utilization, and so forth. So imperfect credit is more than just the score, but certainly credit impacts nearly every aspect of our lives. So people are more aware, I believe, of credit issues than they are of collateral issues. People are more concerned about their credit than they are their capacity. Well, the truth is all three C's are important, and we're going to help them with all three C's. But here for this campaign, we're trying to get the conversation started, getting them into your funnel based upon one of the three C's that's most obvious to them. As a side note on this first bullet before we move on, if you're at all following what's going on in the economic marketplace, the demand for the credit and funding program is going to increase, not decrease. So as the market gets tighter, as these economic conditions are impacting our nation, this makes it an even better time for you and I to be helping people. Okay, second bullet. People normally pay for credit improvement services. There's not so expensive programs like Lexington Law. And so I'm not evaluating how good Lexington Law is. They certainly don't provide the breadth of services that we offer, but they charge. So if you want to go use Lexington Law, they charge. There's other credit improvement services that charge thousands of dollars. And in our model, our program, we do this for free. And so that is an attractive door opener for a conversation. You can, as an affiliate or a white label partner, leverage the credit and funding program to provide people the free credit improvement. And then they also get a guaranteed $100,000 in funding. So that's a different approach. So instead of just credit, because what you and I know is most people don't want just better credit. They want the utility of credit. They want the ability to buy things or finance things, homes, cars, business funding, what have you. So within our credit and funding program, as I think you know and is referenced on your landing page, we have the credit sweep to block applicable derogatory items and the credit boost to add new trade lines to create a stronger profile. Because again, the truth is it's all about the profile. Credit score, of course, matters, but it's also about the profile. And by adding new trade lines, and as I mentioned earlier, even paying down revolving. We have a client that we're taking to funding today, and our goal over the past couple of weeks had been to pay down his high revolving credit card utilization. And we've done that. Utilization is real close to 0%. It's under 1% now. Because as I think you know, we offer the credit card pay down loans. And so that's a great way to clear out the credit card balances. So as far as the free credit repair campaign, which I'll give you some specific language on here in a moment, you can use this through social media, through Craigslist, marketing out to referral partners. It's really however you want. And that's what you bring to the table, right? You're the business developer. That's your role as an affiliate or a white label partner. So it's up to you how you want to take it out to the marketplace. But if you create awareness, you will certainly get some activity. And if you don't know what else to do, Craigslist is a good fail-safe. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the sample ad now. So the recommended title, so let's say you're going to go post on Craigslist, Facebook, wherever, but we'll just say Craigslist, for example. What I would use as the title is Free Credit Repair -- Grant Subsidized Program. So this will get some hits. Why? Obviously, a lot of people are worried about their credit. People like free, but when they see free, they're like, oh, what are the strings attached? And we help them understand that it's free because it's a grant subsidized program. Make sense? So that's the recommended title to use. All right, so now we're into the ad itself, what you would put for content. If your credit profile is keeping you from getting approvals for funding, you may qualify for a new grant subsidized program to help you remove negative items such as inquiries, collections, charge-offs, bankruptcy, so forth, and add positive trade lines to your credit profile for free. And that's a true statement, right? Someone enrolls into the credit and funding program we've already talked about. We provide the credit sweep for how much? It's free. We provide the credit boost for how much? It's free for participants in the credit and funding program. So this is, well, here's the title. Here's the recommended intro paragraph, and then we're going to do just a quick summary. Now, again, I understand that the credit and funding program does more than just these 3 bullets. We address all 3 C's: credit, collateral, and capacity. But for this campaign, we're leading with credit, and so the ad is going to focus on credit. When they get over to your landing page, they'll see the rest of the value proposition. It's even better. So we clarify in the sample ad that they're going to get the credit sweep, credit boost, and we're going to help them get at least $100,000 in new credit, cash funding that they can use as they wish. Different people, again, have different desires for better credit, different utility for the better credit. Typically, usually falls into 3 categories. Usually it's for housing, transportation, or business. But instead of listing all that out and then missing what's important to them, we state it more generically. So again, we're looking at the sample free credit repair ad. We have the recommended title, free credit repair grant subsidized program. And then this is the actual ad. So now we're down to this line. Oops. Guaranteed results with no risk, with fast results through a 501c3 nonprofit, 100% client satisfaction. And then we wrap it up with call to action. Now, the call to action for you will be slightly different than this, but probably similar. Most likely, you'll want to drive them to your landing page versus to our landing page. So if you're an affiliate, you have a free landing page. If you're a white label partner, we can get you a landing page set up that's specific to you and your contract and your pricing. Of course, this is our information here. So this is just at the bottom of the page. This is not part of the sample ad. That's why I made all this in italics. So what's the point? If you're looking to attract more clients and make more money as a distribution partner of ours, whether you're an affiliate or a white label partner, you may very well want to consider trying the free credit repair campaign. Obviously, what's in it for you is good side income. The specific purpose of today's training is to give you the content as well as, I guess, the placement strategy, but specifically the content of where to put this ad. And we've given you the ad title, the ad content, and then the recommended call to action, which would be to your landing page. So let me open it up to your questions, comments, concerns, because this is frankly all about you. So if you're an affiliate or a white label partner and you're not generating the type of income that you want, we have to follow the money flow. So the money that you earn is the outcome. The key input is outreach, is exposure. It's lead generation to drive people to your landing page. This is one way, not the only way. This is one way that you could do it. Anyone have questions on this? Carlos, Charles, Dan, Jeanette, Jorge, Pauline, others. Anyone have any questions or comments on this recommended strategy? I'll shrink it down so we can see of how to generate leads. So it's still the credit and funding program, but what we acknowledge is that I think we all acknowledge and agree that the general public is more aware of credit as a barrier to funding than they are collateral or capacity. So while we're going to help them with all 3 of the C's, it makes sense to take a lead, to lead with the credit itself. All right, Carlos is asking for a copy, and yes, so you have it here, and then we'll also be posting this training up on our YouTube channel later today. but it's very, very basic, right? There's not much to it. Recommended title, free credit repair, grant subsidized program. And here's the recommended content. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this. You can hit print screen or take a picture of the screen, but also we'll be getting this getting this Zoom training converted to YouTube format and posted. Now, if you want to mix it up and use different wording, you can, but this is ready for copy and paste, and we've seen really, really good success from it. Now, I know some of you are talkative, and so you don't want to send them to your landing page. You want to spend some time with them. If that's what you want to do, then of course you would change your call to action. But we always like to refer to Jeff Sokol, our top producing referral partner. And what he did, and you don't have to be like Jeff if you don't want to be, but what Jeff did is just drove people to his landing page. He didn't talk to any of them. Now, if you have a relationship with people, or you want to go, you're really good on the phone and you're ready for the million different questions that they could ask you, hey, then just have them give you a call, right? That's up to you. But having a landing page is proven to be successful, and we provide every affiliate with a landing page. And if you're a white label partner, we can set one up for you. But yes, you all have access to this. You see it on the screen. It'll be posted on training, and you're welcome to take a picture of it if that would help you reference it. But very simple. Who else has questions, comments, concerns on the credit program? All right, Alfred's asking a little bit about the credit sweep and the legality. So absolutely. So our credit sweep it's technically not credit repair as the industry or as regulators would define it, but it does help repair credit. It's a legal program. We've gone through a compliance audit with the Federal Trade Commission and the wonderful attorneys over there. And our program was found to be legal and compliant. There were no changes, obviously no punishment, but no issues that they had with it. Our approach to addressing credit is legal and effective. And of course, adding new trade lines is legal and effective. And then the outcome of which is we guarantee any participant, as long as they participate, at least $100,000 of new credit. So this is just taking some of the elements of the credit and funding program, packaging it a little bit differently to try to connect to a different audience, because in this audience, we're looking for people, as we stated above, that have imperfect credit. One of our top referral partners, he uses more colorful, and he just says he's out looking for people with shitty credit. That's what he says. So he's a little more curt, a little more upfront. That's who he's looking for. So when he's developing referral partner relationships, he's telling me, I'm looking for people that you've not been able to get approved, or people that have shitty credit. And do you know anyone with bad credit? And if so, they really need to be aware of this free credit repair program and then using this content. But you can decide how you want to implement the campaign. What I'm sharing with you is that A, we'll do all the work. B, you'll make a great side gig income. Because again, I know a lot of you are successful, but if we just did this and if we average one a week, that'd be an extra $12,000 a week of income. That's not a bad side gig. If you want to increase the activity a bit more, we certainly could strive to do one a day. And again, this is not get rich quick. It's not like winning lottery, but if you think about it, an extra $3,000 a day for a side gig that takes very little of your time, it's not a bad proposition. Right? Who else has questions, comments, concerns on the campaign? And of course, you have our email address and our phone to call or text us if you need further assistance. Sound like a plan? So there's the challenge. Of course, today is Friday, but let's say between now and Monday, go ahead and take this sample ad and post it somewhere, whether it be on LinkedIn or Facebook or wherever it is you prefer. You could put it up on Craigslist. You could, some of you are a little more creative and you'll do some postings on like Upwork or Fiverr. It's up to you. Again, that's your expertise, but there's just no reason that you can't generate great income by helping people. And this is a sample ad that you could use. Any other questions, comments, concerns before we hang it up today? All right, well, we'll see you back on Monday morning. Have a great weekend. Let me know how it goes between now and Monday. Thanks. Bye.